Hello, I'm Toycat, and I just created a brand new Minecraft world on a random seed, and I'm going to attempt to get every single map on it. Something I didn't realize until very recently is that Minecraft has a huge number of unique maps now, thanks to the Villager Cartographer update, and it means that there are actually 13 unique map types, 11 if you don't count the regular map and the Locator map, but there are 11 unique maps to find in a Minecraft world, and I figured what better way to explore and to enjoy vibrant visuals than to try and go across all of the biomes required to find them all. And so that is precisely what I'm going to be doing today. And so join me on this journey that starts with me on top of a tree, wondering which direction to go. I think finding a village is a must, or at least an ocean, but ideally a village is the good starting point, because we need to find a village for all of the maps besides the buried treasure one, and so at least starting with a village is going to be a wonderful beginning. And so, hi, Toycat says Derpy Builder. Hello, how are you doing? Well, I am also a derpy builder in the sense that I don't do any building. I'm going to be playing with a very intensively focused playstyle in mind, which means I'm going to pick up all of the leaf litter that I can find. That is going to be a really, really useful help when I get other places. But yeah, it's going to be a nice chill stream today. I'm looking forward to it. I've honestly been looking forward to playing around with some more vibrant visuals. Every time I stop playing with it, I'm like, oh yeah, but like it's pretty in a fun way, right? Also, yeah, is everything good in terms of frame rates? Oh, I've got my stream running right there. Hello, everybody. How is it going? So I hate driving, says Rose Pentacle. Good morning. I hope you're doing absolutely wonderful on this fine evening. Yeah, I feel like the thing no one ever mentions about driving is it has all the weird benefits in terms of what it gives you, but it also takes a lot from you, you know? Like, until we get to the point where we genuinely have, like, autonomous vehicles, I feel like the act of driving, you know, it's going to be considered, like, right up there with the act of, like, you know how hard cleaning clothes used to be before the washing machine? And I bet there were some people after the washing machine came out that went, oh, washing machines won't wash as well as I will. But now it would be insane to do it. That's where driving will be. Anyway, hello, everyone. I'm Toycat, and I'm looking for a village today. And honestly, the lack of render distance is actually going to make this hard. One of the interesting things about vibrant visuals is it actually does make your Minecraft world harder. That seems insane, but like the lighting changes make everything look better. But everything that, you know, and I guess really any time that you sacrifice performance for visuals, you're making your game harder. But in particular in Minecraft, you're giving up a really important part of performance, which is the ability to see far away. So it's not just that everything is a little bit alien to me. I might have to kill... You know, actually, if I'm gonna make it all the way to a village, I think I'm gonna bite the bullet right now. I'm gonna make myself a wooden pickaxe. Use the wooden pickaxe as a sheep bludgeoning tool. Very, very sorry. Nothing against you personally. It's not that I hate you. Very much the opposite. You're very wonderful. But I do need to have some decent food. And one of the easiest ways to get early game food now is get, you know, like kill some sheep, kill some pigs, kill some chickens, whatever you've got to do. And then go mine a furnace and use the leaf litter to fuel it. I think coal is really, really wonderful, you know, if you can find it, which we've been looking to here. But for every single world, you're going to spawn near a tree. So give it a shot. That's the advice from me. So let's now make a stone pickaxe, which makes this wooden pickaxe valueless. And let's mine 8 of these. So isn't it kind of crazy we kind of trust bus drivers with our lives, says Adam Sony? Oh, I think, you know, actually, it's weird. I think with bus drivers... A bus driver has to really, you know, you're trusting a bus driver with everyone else on the road's life. But if you think about a taxi driver, you're trusting them with your life. Also, yeah, I would have smelled my wooden pickaxe, but I'm trying to make a point about leaf litter. It's just so good, chat. It's so good being able to find a resource on the ground everywhere in literally, you know, by the 100. And then it's smelting a decent amount of food, basically in no time, like we have right here. So now I've got food ready to see me through the day. And I can also just mine myself some extra stone for like an axe and a sword. Not that I'm hoping to... Actually, you know, also a shovel, because we know for a fact we're going to have to make some glass. So let's get started on that one before it's too late. There's my axe. There's my sword. There's my shovel. You know, I'm living low tech today, chat. I'm making the most basic tools imaginable. Hopefully not going to regret that one. And then we could also make a bed, but I'm sure I won't need to. I'm sure I will come across a village before it becomes relevant. Anyway, now we can break our crafting table. And we can go on the hunt again. So, as a child, I yearned for the happy gas to fly villages. Yeah, I think a lot of people, the joy in the happy gas is going to go up substantially after learning what you can do with it. Also, there's something funny about picking dirty leaves off the ground and using it to cook food, says Adam Sony. Yeah, I've never been a woods person. If I'm not mistaken, you live in the woods. So, is that not normal? You know, what is so clean about wood? Like, I think, is it Native Americans? There's definitely a type of people somewhere in the world that use, like, cow feces, right? Because they get real hard and they contain a lot of energy. Oh, here's a... You know, no, we're going too off topic too early. I'm not going to talk to you about the amazing energy of the human body. Instead, I'm going to say that, yeah, I need to get as many emeralds as I can because I'm going to need a lot of those. And Bird for Life says there's lots of pumpkins here. And I actually kind of see how pumpkins could be, you know, if I trade with a farmer villager a bunch, pumpkins could be a good next level. Yeah, I can get them pretty cheaply, and you trade 6 pumpkins for 1 emerald. Is this faster than chopping down a tree? Actually, I think not. I think the tree is a more effective way of turning, you know, something into emeralds. So I actually think once we got 2 piles, which we should now, we're going to leave that to the side, and instead we're going to look around. So... yeah, it is nuts just how much Minecraft has changed in the last few updates alone. I think a lot of people don't appreciate just how different the overworld is. But yeah, also wood off the ground for the most part. You know what's on the ground? Germs. I think a lot of people feel really bad about the ground in a way that I don't understand. Like, you know, when it's a really crowded public space and everyone's like, oh, there's no seats. Like, I am the one person who's like, you can just sit on you know, where did we sit before we invented furniture, you know? And people are like, oh, the ground? I don't want to be on the ground. That's where the paws stand, or something like that. I don't know what people's actual psychological aversion to it is. I've heard some people go, like, really deep on that. They're like, yeah, you cannot put, any outside clothes cannot be worn anywhere inside. Like, the outside clothes are touching the air that's outside. And so the moment you get inside, you have to change. You know, like, I've heard a lot of people find it horrifying if you sit on your bed using your jeans from the outside world. Because you would have sat on a public, maybe a bus even, to bring it all full circle. Anyway, speaking of buses to bring things full circle, let's go full circle to my plan to find a village. Because there is no real plan. When you have a render distance this low, you literally do just have to go by vibes. And it's a real reminder of the fact that, you know, Minecraft is a pay-to-win game. The more you spend on your device, you know, an Xbox Series X gets so much more render distance than a Switch. Sorry to any Switch player. You know, not sorry to any Switch players. Switch players should be sorry to me. But as a result, the render distance from your more powerful device will give you a slightly easier time. And I kind of like that Vibrant Visuals is reminding me, like, you know, this is how it was back in the 360 days. 16 chunks of render distance. And we liked it, and how different things could have been if we had large biomes doing those render distances. I think there's something's off about your head being crotch level with everyone else. Oh no, you if you're doing it right, you should be at knee level. You know, you are very tall, or you're sitting incorrectly. I don't know which one it is. So I'm guessing you guys already talked about the new leads, says Fox5656. Yeah, the new leads are looking incredible. I am excited. It's one of those... It's a great example, in my mind, of a change no one was asking for, but that is great regardless, you know? I think that seems to be Minecraft's new MO. Is like, basically, screw your ideas. We implement your ideas and you get mad at us for, you know, not doing it the way you specifically wanted. Okay, no more of your ideas. Which I think is, you know, like, I think that's a healthy attitude to have with the internet. Like, you know, it's an important way to grow a healthy fan base, is to say, look, we will interact healthily, but if you're gonna hate us, we're gonna hate you, or rather, not even we're gonna hate you, we're gonna ignore you. I think this is the most powerful thing you should do with people who are specifically spewing hatred. Hey, we found a village. So yeah, it took oh, my timer has been weirdly, I hit the start button on it, chat. Yeah, my Minecraft preview referenced the Java leads thing last preview and the technical changelogs. They did this with the happy gas and creaking before it was actually revealed. Hey, Ashenex XMC. Yeah, I like that they're willing now more to like, you know, like release things on Java or Bedrock a week early. Your hinting is even more interesting than that, though. Look at this sunset, by the way. Really something special. Oh, wait, is that a zombie? It's not zombie time. Is it zombie time? It looks so bright, right, chat? Unless he came from a... No, there's one spawning over there. Wow. So even though it looks this bright, the world is actually dark. That feels like it could be a downside. We have a perfect vision for something that can never be lived up to. So add something we aren't thinking about. Yeah. I think that's how, weirdly enough, that's actually true for every field of life. It's true for making any product anywhere. It's true for politics. Like, politicians are never going to deliver your secret pipe dream because you'll have been sold on it so good. They want to surprise you last minute with things you haven't thought about. It's the most basic human psychology element, which is just taking advantage of the fact that, like, I don't know. Oh, no, don't you die. Don't you die. Don't give you permission. Okay, so wonderful. We've got food, we've got bread, and now we've got to get ourselves a map. So a cartographer being naturally spawning is my vision, is my goal. But if we don't find one, it'll be easy enough to make one. So we'll take this blast furnace, not that I need it, but I just need a villager not to have it. And we'll go find some gravel. This is a really lovely village, but to the best of my knowledge, I don't see any cartography room. So this is a brewing stand one. This is another left turn room. Very lovely to have them. This is another one of those, amazingly enough. And so let's go find some gravel and let's go make ourselves a fletching table, and we want to make a map one too. Happy gas are more like cold air balloons, says Mariana Brown. I think they're very hot on the inside, right? Although actually, you know, the regular gas are definitely hot on the inside. But the regular, you know, there are some really good questions. The regular gas die in lava, but they're still probably hot on the inside. Like, you know, like there are people who live in like sub-Saharan Africa. Or like, you know, if you live in like, I don't know, Phoenix, Arizona, you are probably very used to high temperatures. So you'll get cold at a higher temperature than everyone else. So, you know, you run warmer effectively. But if we put you in a furnace, you're still gonna die. Whereas if we make a special human who's in the furnace dimension, where they're in lava all the time, maybe they'd be fine. Also, happy gas are cold on the inside because they eat snow. But maybe it's like how we eat ice cream when it's a hot day. You know, although that would imply that it's a hot day, you know. There's something about the ghast that we're not going to work out perfectly in law terms. But we got to try, chat. Okay, so I'm going to need to get some sugarcane now. But there's a problem. There's no sugarcane here. So how do I get paper without having access to that? I don't think there is a way. I think I found a village, chat, but I can't get any maps from this village because I don't have any paper. I was expecting to find Mr. Cartographer, and I have found no such cartography man. So sadly, we might have to leave and come back once we have some paper. That's easy enough to find, though. We could find some in a shipwreck. We could find some by some shore. We'll do great either way. So, yeah, Arizona is getting hotter every year. Like, let's be real. If there is a divine creator, they did not want human beings to live in Arizona. You know, it is only very recently that we've invented the conditions possible to make it possible. Same with Florida, honestly. You know, the reason Florida man is such a crazy thing is because there shouldn't be any Florida men. You're going to be driven crazy by the, you know, by just virtue of being there. And then you're going to do some nutty things. So, yeah, do you think Minecraft will add wavy water to vibrant visuals? It's something I see a lot in Reforge gameplay there. Water is kind of choppy, whereas here it looks like perfectly flat still. I don't know that I want it to look wavy if it's not going to behave wavy. And I know it's not going to behave wavy because they want it to be a visual upgrade. And so you could have very, very minor waves, but even that would be weird. Hey, so I can't wait for your video on the new lead to the Happy Gas. Hey, Lego Show TV. I'm glad you know how the release schedule works. Yeah, me neither. I still am trying to I've got to work out like a better. It just maybe. What do I have to? I need to hire someone who lives their life on 4 times speed to edit, or I need to take a bunch of, you know, but I need to work out what it is that because I do feel like, you know what, there's a brand new thing out. We should be able to talk about it, but sometimes we can't. You know, very quickly. Okay, so we now have all the ingredients we need to make ourselves a paper. That's right, a paper, which we can then use to make a cartography table, which if we're lucky, will immediately get a cartographer. This man can keep his job, but I'm going to break a few other jobs around here and hope that one of these people miraculously decides that they would like to become one of these. Maybe. Maybe they are. No, maybe they're not. So I definitely don't need a leather worker. Certainly not 2. Okay, there we go. We've got a map villager somewhere, so now I'm just going to get some gold to get for them. I also can take advantage of my situation to make a Fletcher. Fletchers are really great because they can literally, it's literally alchemy, chat. They can turn sticks, the most easily gatherable resource in the world, into something you would actually want, and that's something I do want to do. So, do you, yeah, Vibrant Visuals should add more to the weather, says Monkey Jack. I'm kind of torn about that. I'm kind of a purist. I think they shouldn't have even changed the end. But this week's preview changelog confirmed, yeah, the end is fully intentional. That's what they want. You can change it if you make your own resource pack. But otherwise, that is the vision. It's not a vision, it's the vision. I guess villagers will come over there eventually. Is that my cartographer? It's you guy, the cartography man. So I need a lot of paper to trade with him, actually. Because if I forget you can't actually just get your emeralds elsewhere and then work it out. So we're going to need to get a whole ton of paper. Or at least a sugarcane and some bones. You know what sugarcane and bones time it is, chat. It's been a while since I've done this one. But yeah, the fastest way to get a lot of sugarcane on Bedrock, where we can bone meal sugarcane, is to kill some fish. This body of water looks like it can contain fish. It probably also contains some spooky beings. But let's see if we can't find fish with these visuals. I definitely can't see anything right now. I am very susceptible to death at the current moment. Yeah, I don't know if I would be able to see fish if they were here. And so I don't know if they are, chat. I don't know if they are. The orange does look extra orange today. The orange is looking more orange today. Oh. I'm glad you think so. So, do you think they will add a shadow feature where you can get pixelated and unblurred shadows? That would be cool. We have that, right? What do you mean? Sorry, to my understanding, you're asking for something that already exists. You know, it'd be like, can we get like a thing in the game where you get like a stone sword, but instead of it being a sword, it's like a pickaxe? I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that. Underwater's really bad. Yeah, if you're trying to find stuff, underwater does not work very well at all. But such is part of the game, right? We got to work within the rules we're given. So let's go back to the, it's back to the ocean we go. Also, I'm just joining. What do you mean by all locator maps? Says Toppling Apple. I want to find every unique map that leads you to a location, because there's an opportunity for us to explore the world, right? Hey, there we go. That's fish. So they spawn instantly, and I can see them even underwater, which is great for me. That's one bone. I need to get, it's always some ludicrous number of bones compared to what you'd expect. But let's pick up the bone, and we need to get probably 20 of those, I would say. So clownfish are not the best bone droppers, but they give you clownfish, which will be nice. Salmon, on the other hand, they are so big boned on Bedrock. You know, on Java, they've eaten a bit too much. They've let themselves go. Salmon on Bedrock, on the other hand, whole different ball game. Okay, so there we go. Let's go on a mass fish killing spree right now in Minecraft. And there we go. Last ones. Can do this. And we're up. Ouch. So in that whole fish killing massacre, I ended up with 2 bones, is it? There's one all the way over here somewhere. You know, I'll just pick up all the fish. It'll be fine. No, I picked up with what? I ended up with 1 bone. So that was a lot of fish to die for 1 bone. More fish than you know, you wouldn't get this many bones in real life. So if we If we're making the realism angle, I'm actually still doing great. But I am getting mildly unlucky here. That's totally fine. You get luck sometimes, you don't get luck other times. So we need to get 20 bones, chat, and we're at 2. We need the bones so we can get the paper, so we can get the photography man to do some nice trading with me. Once we've done it at least once, it should be easy to do it in the future. But like most things, you just kind of have to start the way that you start. You know, actually, I guess that's like all things. You have to start things the way you start things. Although, you know, I'd make a point. That just like how Mojang's best bet for adding features is to add things that, you know, we're not expecting, so we have no expectations. Best way to start things is not the way people expect. No one's impressed when you start a thing the way it's meant to be done. You gotta do the most interesting and impressive bit first. And then do the, you know, stuff that the stuff that people are expecting after they care. So that's 3 bones. That's a very good number. Starting to get back on this one, it seems. And yeah, I think that in the night fish might spawn, but we're gonna have far too many drowns to deal with. So we'll do one last little fish killing spree. Isn't it beautiful, by the way? I was complaining about the water earlier, but now I can, in this particular body, maybe it's the war motions are just really good for it. In this particular body of water, it's looking great. It's looking really great, if I could go so boldly as to say. And yeah, very pleasantly surprised. So now let's just make a bed. Do we have any dye? Because it's not a good bed, is it? It's kind of a suboptimal bed, if I could say so myself. Let's grab the optimal color flower, mix the 2 things together, and then off to bed we go. Also, I think I meant a setting that lets you switch between pixelated and blurry shadows. I think a lot of people, like, I think having toggles is, this is my hot take. Having toggles in software is a really bad thing. You're like increasing your, like my least favorite thing in the world, chat, as someone who loves that Android is customizable, I think Android shouldn't let you customize your font. Because if you look at screenshots on Reddit for anything, you'll realize really quickly these people are not meant to be given. Oh god, 4 hearts. If you ever want to find, you know, like, you know, if you ever want to find reasons not to trust people, just see the font that people will change their Android phones to. I think the default font is great. I think any one of the first, like, 50 fonts you can imagine, also great. But there are people who set it to borderline wingdings, and then just act like they're doing a normal thing. It's the same with people who are like, yeah, dark mode all the time. It's like, you know, dark mode, it's hard to work this out. Because, you know, the name doesn't give any clues. I totally understand how you could miss this one. You know, it's a very sneaky little secret, sure. But you know what dark mode is best for? It's not an all the time mode. You know, it's not cool. Also, if we get 3 dye per bone meal, we might need less than 20. I might be over-exaggerating a little bit. Oh no, okay, there we go, we're fine. So that should be enough sugarcane to hopefully grow a few more, just like in the background while we kill some fish. It usually doesn't take this long to get the required bones, but sometimes it does. The water looks pretty, but visibility looks terrible. Yeah, oh god, Jesus, chat. Trident drowns are a menace. Yeah, Ad and Sony, I have no idea how it is that there are people out there that are like, yeah, this is the way, this is great. Seeing that stupid handwriting font in a screenshot drives me mad. Yeah, I can't think of an equivalent. I cannot think of an equivalent. It'd be like sending it's like actually no, the equivalent is people who have a, you know, it's, I guess now, imagine taking a screenshot of something by using your phone. That drives me crazy now that the, you know, screen print is the default print screen. Like, it's so easy to take screenshots. It's the easiest bit. Even when it was hard, it was still easier than using your phone and uploading the photo. There's a lot of things on the internet that remind you that, I guess it's, you know, let me make this, okay, so, you know, let me leave that aside and let me come back to Minecraft. No, I'm going on this rant. I can't stop myself, chat. Like, I think that, like, basic consideration is something, like, I think a lot of people, if you're watching this, I bet, like, a lot of people, you might stress about, like, oh man, am I doing something wrong here? Like, you've probably felt awkward in your life because you're like, oh yeah, I hope I'm doing the right thing. Like, how do you do this? What's the right way to do, you know, like, I'm sure you have those considerations somewhere in your brain sometimes. But I think there are people who genuinely are like, oh yeah, like, other people are just, like, NPCs that I interact with sometimes. The easiest way for me to interact with them is the way that I'm going to do that. I'm not going to put any thought into, you know, the fact that someone has to receive any message I send out there. Some could argue this is the birthplace of the people who go, I just want an end update, and make Mojang specifically do everything but what they're asking for. It is true. I used to have a term for them, chat. If we go back like a decade ago, I used to call these people literally bears. They're not reasonable with, you know, you can't reason with them like a normal human, because they're not thinking like a normal human. They are thinking like a bear. They're going, oh, I want the salmon. Me want salmon. It's so good. And that, you know, like, that is a simple explanation. So the water looks awesome. It kind of looks like pond water. Yeah, I'll leave my rant aside and I'll say that I think the water looks good, and I think that I think the fish visibility is better than I was expecting. Maybe it's because I couldn't see any for the first body of water. Like, there's a stressful moment when you're playing with a different graphic setting where you're like, is it the game that's broken or me? Okay, so there's a lot of bones here now. Hopefully enough bones. Ooh, okay. Oh, that guy is doing too much damage, if you ask me. I don't even know how to get him out of the ocean. I guess I just leave and I'll come back when he's not there. Honestly, the shield would be really good for this situation. But given that we do not have one, I'm just going to start killing in this part of the ocean. And then I'll swim, like, right around him to get back to that side. So, I'm going to kill an entire school over here. And then that is what should get us back there. The worst when someone has those copy-paste fonts and they send you a message like this. Yeah, I don't know how these people live. Speaking of not living. What are your settings actually for Vibrant Visuals? I heard something about color lighting. Is that out yet? So, Scuba Gaban, if you haven't been following, which I don't blame you, you know, with the amount of stuff there is these days. No, actually, I don't like that. With the amount of stuff there is these days, it's more important than ever to make sure you watch every single piece of ToyCat content. Yeah, if you want to know what the color lighting thing is, it's an experiment that you can choose to enable. I've chosen to enable it in this world, so you might notice that it's on. I'm not actually sure if I've set the setting in my settings on too, but yeah, basically, I have enabled the setting. Let's cook mutton. And, okay, there we go. I'm just a couple more bones now, chat. We're at 18, and that's 19. Mate, you know, that's 22. Perfect. So we went on a little bit of a fish killing expedition, but trust me when I say that if you're looking for a map, it is 100% worth it. Also, fun introduction to the stream was, speaking of not living. Good to see you, Dasher. We were just talking about the fact that there are some people out there who do not know what font they should be setting their phone to. Is this actually on Bedrock? What version of the game would you call this? You know, some might call it Bedrock. Some might call it Rock Bed. In either case, it is the version available on all major platforms. But yeah, it's in the preview and the beta. It's not in the main game yet. We'll be able to toggle it in the main game, hopefully, after the next update, which is just about to finish. But until then, you know, it is how it is. Okay, so let's now make some sugarcane, chat. It's going to be a bit of a pain to do, but we just replaced one of these blocks with a dirt block. Do I have a dirt block? No, but I can get a dirt block. I should actually start my furnace up now too, because I'm going to need one of those. Let's start the, you know, begin the process at least. Or maybe not if it's getting close to night. What's the closest source of sand? I bet there's a beach just down here. There's no sand in it though, chat. Oh. Yeah. Kind of weird that there's not. There's a bunch of hay, which I'm going to need, because I am all out of proper food. And this takes nothing to break, and is right there. And, yeah, there's no sand. Where is that sand? That's sand. So yeah, if you're curious, I'm trying to now get glass panes, because that is the second trade that my guy wants. I had someone compliment the font of my phone last week when I was showing them a ticket on it. You know, is that what we have to do to people? You know, I am sometimes convinced that, you know, I think we should compliment people for borderline normal things to remind other people around them. Like, you know, we should just get out on the bus and be like, oh, thanks everyone on this bus right now for not listening to TikTok on your phone. You know, like, I think we need, you know, like, a lot of people are believers in the, you know, like, the carrot and whip system, that we should, you know, like, we should be, you know, like, lashing people, cutting off their hands for stealing and all that. Not my personal take, not my personal philosophy, but I do think that, you know, I think if we did the reverse and we said, wow, look how great you're doing not stealing things. Do you know, what's the psychology on this one? You know those road things that tell you, like, what your speed is and then, like, slow down? I think that we need that when you exit the supermarket. It should say, you scan your receipt and it goes, thank you for shopping, smiley face. And if you walk past it without doing that, it goes, I think emotional manipulation is clearly a more effective tool than whatever else we've been working on. Okay, so let's make some bread. 21 bread, in fact. Oh, I can even use my furnace to cook up my... Oh, I get the furnace leaf litter. Perfect, chat. Look at that. I don't need to worry about fuel for it. I just throw in my big pile of it. Okay, actually, that ended up the exact same way as if I'd done nothing, by the way. Okay, next up, let's... I want to get some trades in tonight, so I don't have to wait till tomorrow. I don't have to worry about losing some out on this. Let's now take some of this and break this. Put the dirt back in its place. Yeah, water looks kind of strange in some circumstances. Also, admittedly, it's a hell of a deterrent, says DJ Green. Yeah, you know, positive help and building from mistakes, greater than punishments. Yeah, I fully agree with that, Richard Montgomery. I'm surprised it is not more commonly understood. I think, what's the theory on this? Nudge theory? That people respond much better to, like, mild movements one way or the other. You know, like, if someone tries to tell you to change your entire life up, you're gonna find that hard to do. Also, we should not ban all font customization. All fonts designed to be readable rather than stylized should be allowed. Yeah, exactly. Or when you're gonna put a non-readable font, your phone should go, are you sure about that? Even just that little, you know, like, just a little, you know, reassurance. Or it should have a smiley face next to all the good fonts and a sad face next to the weird font. And then, like, you should click it and it should go, oh, are you trying to make fun of someone using wrong fonts right now? Totally cool if you are. Just want to understand, because I've not, it's been a while since we've seen someone do that here. This is my dream world, chat. This is why I should be an Android developer and not a Minecraft YouTuber. Also, my cat's purring next to me, says Dasher. I'm jealous of your cat purring. Wait, I'm jealous of you for having the cat. I can purr next to whoever I want, anytime I want to. Admittedly, a bit strange when you do it at the bank, but, you know, all they have to do is say, sir, we appreciate you not purring at the tellers today, and I'll totally stop doing it. Okay, so now we are looking for a cartographer, where we can get our first map. I kind of want to get a map to another village, like, soon. But I guess we have to do this whole thing again over there. So it'd be worth going to a trial chamber first where we can get the bones to do this some more. We could pick up some extra emeralds, but I'm not sure I would really use them. Hey, MC! Thanks for becoming the 394th channel member. Welcome to the club. How are you doing today? Also, where is Super Flat, says Thomas M. Oh, wait, you know, I'm not going to respond to that one. It was too rudely asked. And so rather than negatively affirming that comment, I will positively reaffirm. It should positively reaffirm the fact that everyone else is not doing that. Anyway, so hello everyone. I am IBX Toycat, and I am currently in the process of trying to get myself every single locator map, and I'm about to get my hands on the first one because I have enough paper to trade my way to level 2. I have no compasses, actually. I should have killed a witch. My brain always forgets these things, chat. But I think that's the beauty of it. You kind of get to go on the journey with me where I'm like, oh, I need iron, and I need redstone. And then I can get a Jungle Explorer map and a Desert Explorer map. Oh, there's no stained glass trade in here. Oh. Oh, not stained glass, glass pane trade. Oh, chat, this ruins everything. If I buy either of these, it's not even a very good trade. Oh yeah, I'm boned, chat. Is this the norm for level 2? Am I crazy for not spotting that until just now? Our cat just had 3 kittens, says Bird for Life. Hey, wow. Exciting number of kittens. What do I do with my glass now, chat? Oh. What do I do? What am I meant to do with the glass? Okay, we'll use my blast furnace. I kind of want a smoker. Yeah, my entire strategy's been thrown on its head by that. Yeah, I don't even know. Also, the font I use, if you wanted to know, is Rosemary on Samsung. I'm gonna look it up right now, and I'm gonna warn you. I've got some judgment eyes coming if it's a bad one. Okay, so we get my keyboard up. We go to settings. It's like you have to go quite deep in there to get to font. Font size? No. We'll go to font. Maybe it's in the settings somewhere. Okay, we'll go to font. I'm gonna go to my font size and style. I guess that would be it. Okay, font size and style. Font style. Samsung One, Gothic Bold, Roboto. They already look weird. Oh, you had to download a font, Polly? What sort of insanity is that? You have a custom download. You're like, none of these fonts that comes with the phone is good enough for me. Which just makes me realize now, by the way, all those people with the strange fonts, they downloaded it from the internet. Who is doing that? Also, Toycat, what made you remember the flat core part 3? So, thank you, Eric Minecraft. That's a funny way to be like, I have the same question, but I shall ask it in a different way. I want to do flat core. We're just deciding between which way to do it, basically. It's a bad one. Oh no, is it a bad one? Oh no. I guess I could probably look up then if it's not one of the default ones. Rosemary font. Oh no! Oh god, Polly, I didn't realize you'd been a bear this whole time. Are you like half bear and you're on one of your parents' side maybe? How does that happen? It feels weirder watching you play graphics rager than the default. Almost feels like an add-on. Oh, speaking of add-ons, I downloaded actions and stuff the other day, chat. Oh yeah, my entire thing is I think I boned myself, chat. I didn't realize that you didn't always get the glass pane trade at level 2. And so I can do nothing with this villager. I spent all that time getting bones. And then it was me that got boned. If we got to a trial chamber, that would be great. If we go to a jungle explorer, that could be something. But I'm really like... I am lost and emotionally broken by this, chat. But we'll do our best. So we'll grab a axe and we'll whack down the golem. We'll find some redstone tonight, I guess. And that will solve all of our problems. We could also just find redstone in a cave. It might be faster. No, but we'd have to make an iron pickaxe and use it, and then we'd lose the iron we need for the redstone. So yeah, I'm gonna lose my stone sword. Oh, maybe I won't. So that's 3 iron. I think you need 4, annoyingly, for a compass, right? Unless it's 4 redstone around an iron. I always forget which way round the recipe is. So compass is 4 iron around a redstone. I need a 4th iron, and I need I need a redstone anyway. I don't know what's wrong with it. Oh no, is there some lore I'm not getting? I'm old. It might be that. We were talking about the like questionable fonts that like are really weird to read. It could be that the font I looked up online wasn't your font, but either way, you got a compliment on it. That's what mattered. Oh, chat, what? Oh, see, I thought it was raining. I thought it was wet down there. Do you see, chat? Did you see that? Did you notice that that wasn't water? Okay, that is very fun. Boned by a villager. Who are you? Jennifer Coolidge says Stasher. Very, very fun. I can't play without actions and stuff now. I just downloaded actions and stuff. We could throw it on. I would be curious to what it will add. Or remove. I'm too much of a contrarian. I cannot stand the love that actions and stuff gets without being like, yeah, this is specifically not for me. It is a problem I have. Don't get me wrong. Actions. But I just bought it because it was on sale yesterday. So let's give it a try for the first time, chat, with vibrant visuals. Yeah, I stopped talking about fonts while playing Minecraft. Thank you, Akash Warrior. That's what I need to hear right now. What do we... You can only activate it globally? What if I don't want to activate it globally? Why isn't it letting me activate it on a world? Okay, you know, it's fine. We'll go... Now we go to our world. This is all maps. Then we go to resource packs. And then we'll go to owned, actions and stuff. Let's throw it on. Let's see what they look like combined. Okay, let's do it. Thank God this wasn't hardcore because I'd feel so bad for laughing at that death. It looked very... Ooh. I feel like every time you use any texture pack, things are a bit broken. Oh, chat, I do not like the way these guys are looking. Yeah, why do they have to wobble? Is that just... Oh, look, they've got... They do things to each other. Very interesting. So yeah, here's what I look like now. I've got all my arms and legs move separately. Oh yeah. I really don't get it though. A lot of people are like, yeah, actions and stuff made me play Bedrock, and I'm like, how can you... Wait, I've got a different cape? Oh, that's interesting. I legitimately don't get it. Like how I've never... No texture pack would ever make me more excited than the default Minecraft one. But particularly, like, so good you would play a version. It feels like a psyop, right? Like everyone is like not actually believing it. They're just like, yeah, it's what everyone else is believing. So I'm gonna say it too. It's got to be something like that. I don't know. I think when you have an opinion that is not the popular one, it's easy to feel this way. So I'm guessing some of this stuff went in the water. Oh, it's so dark. Chat, it is dark and it is scary. And it's basically impossible to go mining in a dark cave if you don't have torches pre-picked. I have one torch. Okay, and I have a zombie running towards me. So yeah, chat, do you think this is a good combo when you pair these things together? Oh yeah, this torch is really awful. Jesus. Why do people like this, chat? I don't understand. Is this how torches work? Like, I'm not going to be critical. I'm just going to say it's here. So that's a glow licking. And that's some iron. Okay, perfect. I need to just mine that. And then get out of here. I don't like... It feels like the zombies are going faster, chat. I know they can't be. I know that is impossible. For a resource pack to have done that. But it feels like the zombies are going faster now. Which maybe is, like, good for, like, atmosphere building. But it's bad for trying to make a life building. So yeah, redstone would be really far down this cave if it was going to be here. I would suspect we won't find it down. Oh, look at that, the glow squid. Looking so interesting. I see no iron, I see no redstone. So let's just go up. Let's take our one iron, call that a success. And then wait for tonight to come and get some redstone. Or we could even like hope that a witch spawns in this cave somewhere. Look how many zombies there are. Yeah, it's not impossible we find a witch in this cave. It's certainly not impossible. Maybe even probable if we keep going back and forth, right? The entire Caveman series relied on me finding a witch in a cave, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, who's to say it won't work here? So that's a skeleton and a creeper. Yeah, there's so many mobs, chat. There's so many of them. Oh no! Okay. I survived. I think I survived that pretty gracefully. Given how that could have gone. And here's some extra iron. Perfect. Now that means I can afford to. Oh, okay, free iron. Even better. It means I can afford to, if I want to, chat, invest in a shield. And I think I'm going to. And that shield will allow me to not die even better than I am right now. Except against, you know, magical stuff. Okay, so pick up the rest of this. Could make a pickaxe now or a sword or something if I wanted to. But let's get out to the outside world. Or, is there redstone down here? Oh, look. Whoa, even the shield animation, chat. Oh. I kind of like the shield animation. That's the one thing where I've been like, yep, that's much better. I like the concept of actions and stuff, but the execution is mid at best. Yeah, I genuinely saw there was like, it was all over the internet, people being like, yeah, this is way, I want to play Bedrock because of this. And I'm like, I've spent so long evangelizing for why actually Bedrock, way better than you think, got all these little benefits, and people are like, nah, don't care about any of that. And then it's like the ability to pay $11 for something that makes people go, yeah, this is where the magic's at, really. You know, it makes you realize that you are not representative of the world. I mean, no one is ever truly representative of anything. But you especially are different to the majority of people. Okay, I don't like when you switch those. Okay, so that's bad. I don't really solve that either. Oh, look at the little outline around your block. Okay, so I'm going to have to tunnel in here. Gonna tunnel in nice and safe, so even a single arrow won't kill me. Even a barrage of them. And, yeah, look at that moonlight. Yeah, real nice. I like how the glow lickens glow so much. Yeah, I think it's a bit too high. But I think, like... Look how good the village looks, by the way. It's got to be said, things that are lit up at night look great. And the moonlight does a really good job too. Like, you know, it's not terrible at night, but I think nighttime is a weakness compared to daytime. Okay, so there's a creeper. Let's just run right through him. Oh, not expected. And let's find a witch. Chat, that witch I saw the other day. I knew there was a reason I should have killed it, but I wasn't thinking at the time, and I regret not thinking. Is that another village up there, or is that something else? Lava pit, maybe. Why would they make the pumpkin in your hand different, but not the place pumpkin? Oh, that is such a funny thing that they... Yeah, like, why would they update the pumpkin and not, like, the stone pickaxe, too? I'm not sure I understand it in the slightest. Oh! Enderman's looking fun with his block over there. Okay, so we've seen an Enderman. Endermen are about as rare as witches. So we should find a witch now. I remember you saying in past you weren't a fan of shaders. How has your opinion changed, says Dasher? I think shaders being built into the base game changes my opinion a notch up. I still am, let me pick a different word actually, a degree or two upwards. But I still think that even though it changes my opinion upwards a bit, I still don't think I'd want to use it on a long-term world. I think it could be a way to enjoy an existing build. I could turn it on, take a screenshot, turn it off. I think the place I see it being useful is for scouting out a new world. Like, I think for, you know, to use Toycat universe terminology, I think it'd be great for seed Sundays. I think that's where... Oh, look at the clown... Yeah, why is there a different clownfish? It's fun that they did it, I guess. I'll just eat these. Just eat so many clownfish. Keep looking for the elusive witch. There's got to be one eventually, right? There's got to be one eventually. I think there's an actions and stuff data pack for Java anyway, and it's free. Oh yeah, that's the if I'm not mistaken, I believe they were planning to release it for free, and then they got in contact with a very large studio, and they were like, you are leaving, you know, hundreds of thousands on the table if you release it for free. And then it came out, and you know, the price tag was $11. I think that's like the... I think like anyone's allowed to set their prices at whatever they want. I feel like genuinely they would sell more copies at less than $11 there. Chat sexual actions is in beta. Is a beta or is an updated version? Really? Your action stuff isn't functioning correctly, so there's a lot of missing textures. Oh, interesting. This is... I downloaded it right now. You all saw me You saw, I hit the button right here. It is a fresh download, chat. Also, thank you, Charm74. Oh, wait, oh, no, can't read a tip right now. But Charm74 says, exploring the vibrant visuals is even more enjoying with Toy Cat.
Enjoying the vibrant visuals even more with Toy Cat. Toy Cat is yes.
Thank you. I'm really glad you're enjoying it, Charm74. Yeah, I do feel the best place for it is exploring brand new worlds. The more you add to a world, the more you do survivally stuff, the more you might want it off. But if genuinely the aesthetics is the most important thing, then like, I think it would be silly to fault someone for that. Update your actions and stuff. No, I definitely, I have the update. You saw me download it right now. I think it probably could be the beta messing it up. Like it said when I joined the wild, like something wasn't functioning in it. Also, chat, where's the witch? I just need some redstone. There, thank you. I was about to have a breakdown. Thanks for saving me on that one, witch. Okay, there we go. That's redstone. It's also a nice dude with a shovel. Man, if this was super flat, I'd be so excited to see 6 zombies walking towards me. By the way, how are you, Toy Cat, says Carlisle? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. I've had a bit of a weird one, actually. I did something that I feel like usually in terms of like social energy is a bad idea, chat. And I planned, I had 2 social hangouts, and my plan was to do them on the same day. Like one was for the morning, one was for the evening. I thought that will go great, no issues whatsoever. Like, and then like I stayed over, and so in the morning I could be like, okay, and in the morning I'll head home. But what it ended up actually feeling like is like, oh yeah, I just hung out for 2 days. And, you know, like, and instead of like going home and recharging between each one of them, it was like full social the entire time, more or less. And so now I'm just incredibly, I don't even know. Like, I went to record a video today and my words just didn't come out. I was like, there. In a good way, though. Can you put a lectern in a furnace, actually? It'd be clever if you could. It'd be a nice little use of otherwise underutilized. Oh, did you see that, chat? Did the sky just flash? It was probably just me. So, Cat, what don't you like about actions and stuff? Oh, I think I have to. I'm a bit of a contrarian in that like I have to be the person who's like. But if you want to know my actual like take on it, it's like I don't think Minecraft animations are an important thing to me. I think that these villager ones are actually really good. I think funnily enough, the first ones I've seen and the ones that I'm surrounded by are great. I think villagers could do some animations. I don't think zombies animations make sense. Oh, look at this. This is... there's a lot of fun things being added here. So I have exactly enough emeralds to go and find another village or to go find a jungle. I kind of like the idea of finding the jungle. But yeah, chat, I can't find all the maps if it's like this. So we want to go -Z, -X. So that way and this way. I could come back for this guy later. I might regret not doing so. But yeah, it's... Oh, I'll pick up my extra iron too. Use it to make... What do I need most? A bucket could be nice. But going to the Nether's not going to help me with maps. And you don't want to do that with vibrant visuals anyway. Why are you burning your lectins? It's so annoying to get. Also, this clownfish pile. Taking a while to heat. Help me, gotta say. Also, WTF, why was the villager wobbling? Do streams drain your social energy, says Dasher. Oh, yeah, I think streams are the best example of the terminology of introvert and extrovert being simplistic at best, right? There are lots of streams that, depending on the stream, like, it's the same with, like, every social engagement, but I feel it the most with streams, where streaming, you know, it's 100% me doing the conversation here, right? Like, without offense, I do have to carry our conversation quite a bit, chat. Totally fine for me to do that. But, so like, as in, like, you know, like, literally I'm outside of, like, doing a podcast or, like, doing a co-stream with someone. It's the expected thing. It's standard. I'm not, I don't think anyone would ever expect otherwise. But the reason I mention it also, ooh, the map is still very weird. The reason I bring it up is because sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, this is a good one. I could talk about this forever. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to talk about anything right now. Sometimes like, yeah, there's just like yeah, what I could do with right now is some laying down and talking to no one. Also, not to be rude, you chewed that tropical fish so loudly. Okay, bucket. So I don't need a bucket at all. So I can make a minecart for 5. I can make a pickaxe and a sword for 5. Yeah, give me my pickaxe and my sword. No, I'll go for a sword. And then I'll work out the rest later. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That's what we'll do. And then we'll have to go and get some more smelting ingredients, but we'll find them on the way to the jungle. It'll be a nice time. I wonder if those over-the-top streamers who scream and break stuff every stream, and their stream and wonder what the hell they're doing with their life. yeah, there's a... Like, you can... You know the... Okay, so... You know the phrase, fake it till you make it, right? That very common phrase that we all say all the time. But the phrase, fake it till you make it, has a little bit of, like, truth in there that, like, if you pretend to be a very social person, it will probably help you... I'm actually going to get some emeralds before I leave this place. I think getting a ton of emeralds would be really smart. And so I'll make an iron axe, because it's the best way to get those. And then it will save me having to make another cartography table. It'll be good. But yeah, he did a video about using slabs to be wood, using more efficient, then uses lecterns. Him being a contrarian says Gaz FBO. If you think about it, using a lectern is more efficient because I have 0 need for that lectern after this. It's an interesting inefficiency difference in when I'm playing a world that I'm creating for the sake of a stream. Like, obviously, I have a different playstyle than if I'm starting a world that's going to be a forever world or whatever. Anyway, let's now... Yeah, we'll make a stone iron axe, and we'll make a ton of acacia sticks. And sell them to your builder. I'll make a nice pile of these. Just get them ready. Be good to go, you know? So yeah, I bake it till you make it. So yeah, the interesting thing about like the fake it till you make it stuff is like you can hype yourself up to do some stuff, right? And I feel like when you feel like you are doing something, I guess I don't think I have anything intellectually valuable to say. Actually, I felt like I did, but actually it's like yeah, sometimes you're on like a real roll and you're like this is perfect, and sometimes you're like, you know, this is good. Is it gonna get better, or am I gonna drain myself out? You know, it's like I guess really you could get really micro level and say individual conversations slightly drain or slightly add to my social meter. How do I know which ones do which? I'm sure that's something you discover over the course of a long and happy life. But I don't know. Do you understand what the villagers say? Yeah. They say, what are you doing in our homeland? This is where we have traditionally lived for generations, and you're coming in here and chopping up our house and insisting that we give you money in exchange for it. I'm pretty sure that's what they're saying. So I'll take this with me, and I'll take this one too. And we should make a bundle or something if we can. But yeah, we'll also take a bed, just in case we cannot. Okay, easy peasy chat. So is there a chest in this room? There should be. Oh, and there's leather in here. Yeah, perfect. That might have saved my life earlier. Also, look at my axe. Why am I holding it like that? Wait, what? Did you see? I was holding it weirdly for... It's fine. Sometimes we imagine things. So I'll pick this up, too. And then we'll go on a journey. Because I think being able to get a good tool might be fun. So take this. Do you understand? But yeah, it's true. I once entered a new course as an introvert, but I just said good morning, everyone, and the friends I made thought I was an extrovert. Easy. Yeah, it's like I think there's like a bit of a social pay-to-win game in that. So but at replacement cost, if you're going to build a librarian farm, says Gaz FBL. Yeah, but you're missing out on the point that I'm not. I know I'm not going to. I say not. I know mathematically it is very unlikely, and so I'm taking advantage of that fact. And that's how I know that it is cheap. So I make another crafting table, even though I already have one. Stonks. Then I'm gonna make myself a boat, and we'll ride it off the cliff. Sadly, don't have leads to do extra fun riding, but that'll work just fine for me. And now we go towards the jungle. Should be a lot of fun. Also, but yeah, Nana, I think a lot of things in life, I think the way we would like for a lot of things to work is that the effort you put in is equal to the results you put out. If you do 20 minutes of, hey, buying a new miniature bass guitar
Buying a new
today.
miniature bass guitar today, so I'll pay Toy Cat tax on it. Stay fresh, cheese bags.
Thank you, bread and cheese man. You like bread, cheese, and bass guitars? That is an interesting pairing right there. Gotta say. Also, Carlisle asks, I wonder how this person got our emerald currency. Yeah, I would be suspicious, like, where did they get that from? By the way, Sag Nasty, thanks for becoming a Thanks you so much for becoming a channel member and helping us get to our 400 member goal. We bounced back below it a few times, but we're coming back now, chat. We're coming back. Yeah, so I think one of the ways that, like, like social interactions are a bit, like, unfair, maybe you could say, that are not representative of the way we would love for them to be based on our broad values, is that if you are extroverted, more people will be drawn to you and will be more fun to be around you. You know, the fake it till you make it thing makes your interactions less socially draining too. I think, like being at least slightly outgoing or being able to put yourself in a slightly outgoing mood will allow your social interactions to become much better. And kind of to that extent, like to that ends, I guess, I mean, there is, I'm going to pick up some coal. I think right now having some extra torches would be nice. It's going to be dark for a while. Could do something with that. I definitely need to dump some stuff. So don't need it, don't need it, don't need it. I might actually need that. I could smelt that up and use it as fuel. Wait, is smelting up dried kelp how you get fuel? If so, is it efficient to use dried kelp to get dried kelp? Anyway, I digress. Shout out to Toy Cat for carrying the conversation. He's the real one. Thank you very much, Dasher. Can you use these in a... No. Don't have shears anyway. Appreciate it, Dasher. Oh, I'm getting close to the jungle now. That's a good sign. Yeah, I think, I guess this is, like, one of the broader points about, like, being a human being, that you are what you put into the world. Or rather, other people can only perceive of you what you put into the world. And, like, as a result, like, if you want to... like, sometimes, you got to put a bunch of energy out there if you want to receive a bunch of the energy, I guess. So, yeah, I think sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, that was a real drain. And sometimes I'm like, oh, that was awesome. Good stream. Feel better about my life. Immediately excited to do the next one. I'm like, I know that if I do keep going, eventually, sometimes I finish a stream and I'm like, why didn't I just keep going until I physically met... Like, I haven't eaten dinner yet, chat. I don't know why. I just didn't have any desire to at my usual food time. I think, if I keep going until I, like, break a physical wall, then I'm sure I'll, like, feel extra bad about it. But sometimes I'm like, I just want to just keep going. Why do I stop? I used to just, it's... Whereas sometimes I'm like... When I was 30 minutes into this stream, chat, and everything broke, and I was like, oh, my initial premise wouldn't work anymore. I can't get all the maps if all the villagers do that to me. As soon as that happened, a part of me was like, okay, let's do some. I would like just just broken on the inside. Also, eat food. We don't want it every instant. Oh, I'm not hungry still. I don't know why I'm not hungry still. By the way, I think I missed the tip because I was running away from zombie villagers. I found Warden Silence once in an ancient city, says Superman Gaming. Oh, that's awesome. And then Sack Nasty. We're good. Money equals happy, no money equals sad. Yeah, social equals happy, no social equals also happy. I think, weirdly, I think a lot of people, this is a crazy thing, but I swear to God it's true. If anyone knows, like, people who come from rich backgrounds, Obviously, it's not that simple, but Toy Cat's love language is important. Yeah, especially like a successful stream, I find it so hard. It's like, you know, no, you hang up. Like if a bunch of people have watched it, or a bunch of people have tipped, I'm like, why am I ending this? What am I? That seems very silly. So yeah, I think it's better to be a more predictable streamer than someone who's like, yes, I keep following the, you know, when the money's there, I just keep rolling. I think it is better for most people if you're like, rather than having a 5-hour stream and then a week and then, you know, a 3-hour stream and then 2 days and then a 1.5 hour stream. I think it's better to try and be somewhat consistent. You know, we stream about 3 times a week. Obviously, it's not that simple, but Toy Cat's love language is important. I think you need to order a lobster roll if you have not had dinner, but don't forget to pause. I feel like somewhere in the last couple of days, because I've been so socially, like, distressed, or not distressed, but so socially engaged, I think I've just been eating as much as I can at every meal that I can, if that makes any sense. And so I skipped lunch yesterday. Oh, chat, can I tell you the most minorly annoying story? But I think it would this is an example, chat, of something that is entirely for me. I know I'm not entertaining anyone with this story. In fact, I'm probably adding net negative to your day with this one. But I feel I have to say it anyway. You know, I feel like I have to tell someone. And if I tell you, I'm sacrificing some of your enjoyment for some of mine. I'm very sorry for this.
When
Bread
was
and
the
cheese
last
man.
time you tried a new wedge of cheese? I am proud of your resilience.
Honestly, I don't buy cheese by the wedge very often. I like grated cheese too much. And if I get a big wedge like you do around Christmas, I either slice it and put it on a cracker or I grate it. It's rare that I just take a giant wedge of cheese and then do stuff with it. I think maybe that's me messing up though. You know, maybe that's a sign I should be doing better. So this is nothing. This is protection. Love to see it. This is a gold hoe, which has unbreaking, so that's got some value, and I don't really need the gold ingot. So yeah, isn't it fun that right next to my jungle temple here, there is a ruined portal? I think it's fun. A lot of Minecraft death can be prevented by pausing, especially when live streaming. Yeah, I'm actually thinking now, so Aziz, I think that when I get into a scary moment and I know I'm about to die, I'm thinking of rewiring the pause into my brain. Obviously that won't work in my Let's Play, so maybe I shouldn't. But like, let's say I go down here, and let's do something fun, chat. So, there we go. Okay, there's an arrow coming towards me right now. What should I do about that? Should I crouch? It's gonna be too late. Should I go to the left? Probably can't. Okay, if I take the hit, let's immediately run around. Boom. Oh, it did no damage. Is that like a pausing thing? Whoa, look at that arrow, chat. Do you see it? It's like, it's just above my head here. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it perfectly. Look at that. Do you see? There is an arrow flying at my forehead right now. But if I resume game, oh, I found a bug. More reason to pause when you think you're in danger. It might just save your life. Yeah, this is terrible. Oh, it's the torch that's doing. Okay, yeah, this is rough. So I got some gold, got some iron. Iron's always nice. Got some bamboo. Bamboo has some value, maybe. And let's go check the other chest though, just to be sure. Yeah, I love the. Also, you should buy a wedge. I feel like a wedge is. Oh wow! I feel like a wedge is so much cheese to be buying, and I do know I'm speaking to the bread and cheese man, so you've got a perspective on this. But I still do think you should consider. You should at least, yeah, consider your cheese intake, and whether it is appropriate for more than just you. Man, yeah, it's so cool coming out of a jungle temple where it's this dark, and then appearing and looking at the world and it looking like this. Isn't that just nuts, chat? Okay, we've done one of the 13 or 11 maps, if we're not counting the paper ones. We count the paper ones to make it less sad, huh? Okay, next up, let's go find some buried treasure. And then we'll find a village after that. Ooh, yeah, look at the ocelot tails. So, yeah, also, sorry, continue your story. Oh, my minor annoyance. What else are we here for, says Dasher. You know, do you feel like, Dasher, you know, let me psychoanalyze you for a second. Do you feel like you enjoy having a conversation where you know the other person is 100% definitely enjoying themselves? If so, or you know, like, is it important that someone enjoy that other people are enjoying themselves? Tell us the minor inconvenience story, says Bread and Cheese. Man, Bread and Cheese, man. Had a breakdown when spelling his name that time. So we have to look for a shipwreck as we do this. And now let me tell you my minor inconvenience, chat. I want to tell you it because it was heartbreaking. It's an extension of my long-held belief that closing time. Someone needs to work out closing times, and they need to. I think instead of saying opening hours or whatever, we need to say this is the hours that this. Like I love restaurants that say open till 8, kitchen shuts at 6, last seating at 5. That's how you run a business. You know, like I think that everything could be solved if we better communicated, and I think the opening hours are an example of the world doing very poor communication. Okay, so I went to a Costco yesterday, chat. It's one of the I had a rental car anyway, and it's one of the things I like to do to take advantage of owning one. Side note, on the way to Costco, I got very mildly inconvenienced. There was like a wind chip. Not a chip. Something flew at the windscreen. It was scary. You just hear a loud noise and then there's like a thing in your face. I realized why we have windscreens. That'll like hit me in the face and I'd have gone, ah, and like swerved into a lorry or something. Otherwise, anyway, all side notes for now. So the interesting thing, should we go up into this jungle? You know, let's let the rain guide us. So I got to the Costco at 7:58 and it says it closes at 8:30. And I know what they mean by 8:30 is out of here by 9, please. 8:30 is when we stop letting people in. And so at 8:27, chat, you know, bear in mind it's a Costco. Like, people take like hours to go around there. At 8:27, they shut the entrance. And I'm like, okay, oh, actually, I should go to the food court. You know, one of the reasons you go to Costco is to get the food, right? The CEO threatened to kill a man if he dared to raise the price of the 150 hot dog. And so at 8:27, I think it's 8:28 by the time I make it to the desk, the self-ordering machines are closed. But there's a line of people at the regular desk, and I go over there, and I don't actually know the context behind what this woman's job is, or if she even is there. But I'm like desperate at this point. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stand in this line. We're all good. And I get like, you know, like after waiting for like 10 seconds, the woman just like yells at me like, we're closed, no more orders. And it's like, but that's the reason I'm here. It's 8:28 at a Costco that just shut its doors and that has like hundreds of people in here. And I was like, well, you know, it's over now, you know. And I think that's the interesting thing about like anything in life. Like if it was just like a thing that you kind of wanted to do. Most things in my life, if they're like, oh, we're closed now, it's like, that's chill. But if it's like, oh, that's the reason I'm here. That's the reason I drove a car all the way to this location. Or it's the big inspiration for it. Also, I love hearing out my friends and parasocial cats. Anyway, Costco claims they obey the law until they don't. Anyway, my point is like, you know, I just wanted to know, if I'd have known walking in that place, oh, food court shuts about 10 minutes before or food court shuts 5 minutes before the official closing time, which is half an hour before the real closing. If they'd have just said all of that, it'd be great. But the lack of communication is what really broke my heart. Chat, I have no way of knowing if there's a shipwreck down here. How do I ever find if there is a shipwreck? Do you think it's possible? Is the shipwreck the hardest to find map? Even with all of the... Oh, wow. Oh, that's so interesting that it, like, holds on the screen. Look at this. It's always so sad when someone's behind the food desk and they tell you no more orders and you just stood there sadly. It's crazy. They had so much. I wanted a pizza slice. It's a thing they do. Pizza by the slice. It's rare, but Costco does it. It's a giant slice. They had so much pizza by the slice right there. And then, and they're like, so, you know, like after a couple of minutes, they shut out the lights and they just leave the pizza goes to waste. The pizza I wanted, they wouldn't let me pay for it. But they could have just given it to me for free. But no, it's 2 minutes before the shutting time, and they don't want to be dealing with people at the shutting time, which is, you know, is entirely understandable. Like, you don't need me, you know, the Costco tourist making your life harder. But yeah, it was a weird one. Again, again, like in lots of settings you get it, right? But when it's like there, this is the reason I'm here. I could have been here earlier if you'd have told me. You know, it's something. It's like being at a train. It'd be like, you know, like, I don't know, your friend, or like, yeah, let's say it's a train, and the train is at 3:30, and you're on the platform at 3:28. This has happened to me, no joke. It's St Pancras International. It's one of the big train stations in London. They have a big board that they shut 2 minutes before departure. If you are on the platform at 3:28, it is too late. And I know for like a flight, you got to be there 20 minutes early. But everyone knows. Flights very clearly communicate. 15 minutes, door closed. Or it's 20 minutes with British Airways in the UK. Your airline may vary. Look into it. But like, you know, that is the deadline. But if you get there 24 minutes before closing and they said, oh yeah, well, you know, sorry, we want to leave early today. That I've heard that happening. Usually they have to wait for all the customers, but sometimes they decide not to. Also, I can see some stuff, but I can see no sign of a shipwreck, chat. Maybe if I go to sleep, it will help. You know, maybe in the morning this will all look so much easier. Are we not having a map acquired counter, says Polly? I didn't set one up because I've got so much mess. I think the timer and the map acquired counter. And now that we're not getting all the maps we want to, I'm feeling smart about it, you know? Now that I know how painful it is to get maps post-cartography trade. Costco stock's been tamping over the years since they allowed EBT. Oh, that is a weirdly specific grudge you have against Costco. 4 mode. I do actually, to some extent, agree that a lot of people, what they really like about shopping at Costco is it's a very, like, premium place. It's weird. It's one of the wildly most interesting things about, like, in theory, Costco is the discount shopping store, but actually people spend so much money at Costco because it's so, like, it's cheap per serving, but they give you 7,000 servings of whatever. Anyway, let's cook up our fish, I guess, using the newfound leaf litter, and we'll come back for it if we don't find anything soon. But yeah, I think genuinely, chat, I'm not turning off vibrant visuals. That is my rule. I'm not turning it off. I'm never gonna find a shipwreck, am I? It's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna be possible. But yeah, it's really, there's a lot of, you can do cheap in 2 ways. You can do cheap that appeals to, like, I guess largely, you know, like lower class or upper class people. And it's fascinating that you can, if you pull off the perfect magic bullet, you can appeal to both. Big Costco doesn't want you to eat their food. They actually don't though, Dasher, right? Like, shopping there, you're making them a ton of money. Food court, not really. I think though, if you make that too obvious to people, you make people want to do the thing that's unprofitable to you, or you make them realize that you feel like you're getting them with the expensive thing. Is it easier to see if you swim under the surface? That might be a good idea. Chat, could you see a shipwreck if one existed? Oh, I can't see the bottom of the ocean. I can see, is that coral over there maybe? Oh yeah, there is no way. Okay, so what if wait. This is the perfect moment for the, oh, he's not gonna eat it? Oh, I need some of the cod back. Okay. So, does he only eat cod? I didn't realize okay. Let's go kill a cod. I assume that's a cod. Oh, ouch. Okay. I'm gonna feed one of the dolphins a cod. Okay, here you go, buddy. Tell me where to go. That way? That way. Okay, that way, chat. We're gonna go in that direction there. Basically directly south. And I think that's to an ocean ruin, not to a shipwreck, right? It might be to the nearest either. But yeah, the dolphin. Being blind underwater is such a turn off for me in vibrant visuals. Yeah, blind underwater, blind in the nether, blind in caves if you don't have torches, and blind except for the weird flashes in the end. There's a few downsides. It does have to be mentioned. So 28 torches. Should cover me for the next time it gets dark. Now we'll just break this because we have to bring it with us. That is a messy furnace. But now we have some food. So that's good. So let's get back in our boat and let's go mostly south, a little bit right, I think is where the dolphin was leading me before. But yeah, how long's Costco been in the UK anyway? I haven't seen any in Scotland. Oh, that's an interesting question. I don't know how they're distributed around the UK. How many Costcos are in the UK by country? There's 29 warehouses in the United Kingdom. They're located across England, Scotland, and Wales. That's the least useful. So there's none in Northern Ireland. Oh, that means there's probably none in regular, like, Diet Ireland either. Or Full Fat Ireland. Yeah, I guess Full Fat Ireland. Not sugar-free Ireland. It's interesting there's only 29. I guess 29 might feel high, actually. I guess there's 29. There's 3 in Scotland. There's 1.5 in Wales, it looks like. There's the answer to your question. Pretty sure Kat said she goes to one in Scotland. Ah, that's the real flex there, Kat. Oh, she's not here. You're not, Kat? You ever hear this? Love to hear it. Yeah, I really want to... There's no Costco near me. I think that people use, like, Whole Foods as an indicator of, like, is there wealth in an area? You probably should use Costco if it is there wealth within, like, a 30-minute drive of an area. Which might be the more interesting question. Oh, wait, chat, was that something? Did you see it? Something appeared and then disappeared very briefly. Yeah, is that something? I have no way of knowing. But I do... Okay, I'm gonna go swim towards it. Did I see something? Is this a shipwreck? I'm literally next to the thing, chat, and I cannot see it in the slightest. I cannot tell what I'm seeing. Costco customers never return their cart, says Rye Guy with Smurfman. Maybe it's because you don't charge £1 to use them. Shockingly, there are no Costco's near me. That actually is shocking. You would have guessed, like, that's what you get in exchange for the Fool of the Iron Curtain. Maybe that's the real reason that many Russians seek the return of the Empire days. Okay, let's look down. Okay, any sign of a shipwreck? This is tragic, chat. You will never find... The oceans will never have anything again unless you have a water-breathing potion and you just swim along the ocean depths. Or if you get a turtle shell helmet and... No, yeah. Oh, wait. Is that a shipwreck? Am I crazy? What am I looking at right now? It might be... Hey! As long as your shipwrecks happen to be above the surface, you might in fact find one. Boom! Silly YouTube for not mentioning this stream. So, hi. Good to see you, Dan Marsh. I was just complaining about Costco. I think... thank you for letting me get that out, chat. So now I can talk to you about something cool I've been up to. I've been playing, Blueprints. I've also been, I've been doing some add-on stuff. So, last week, Minecraft added the custom biome stuff. That got me so excited. Okay, that's a map. Hey, that's 2. We found 2 now, chat. That's 1 more than I was expecting. Earlier. Okay, that's great news. So now we'll flip this one for this one, and we want to go to the northeast. So negative again. It kind of looks like Denmark over there. Beautiful for a game like this. Yeah, I return my cart to Aldi. I want my quarter back. I feel like a quarter is not enough money to... I would feel emboldened not to return a trolley if it was 25p. Or, to adjust that for conversion. Like, a 20p coin, I'd be like, someone else deserves that 20p coin if they want to do this. I value small change at 0. I have never... The only time I use small change is at self-checkouts. And now all the self-checkouts near me don't accept change. You have to get in the longer line. And so you lose your time if you want to use them anyway. I hear that has implications for people who can't necessarily... there's problems with that as a system, sure. So if I gotta go this way, actually... Oh, I do. That's what I'm doing wrong. Okay, so let's get out of the boat. And let's go along the land. So, also, it's weird how often I find myself saying, I have a British acquaintance who says, and the acquaintance is Toy Cat, You know, you can, what's the level between acquaintance and friend? You can use that for me, Denmarsh. You can say parasocial friend, but, you know, you have physically, you have met me at a pub even. So you could go whatever the step further is. I guess acquaintance probably is that. Acquaintance feels like impersonal. It probably shouldn't. They're, you know, like, at the edge of the circle of people that I know. Anyway, yes, I've been playing Blueprints recently. It's a puzzle game. I kind of wanted to stream it. It's like very not gameplay though, and I feel like it's exactly like, it's the sort of game that I would play in a way that would infuriate people, which is either the best reason to play it or the best reason not to play it. I could drive from Ireland to Costco. It would only take me 7.5 hours and a ferry, says Cronin. So what you're saying is Ireland basically has a Costco. If you're willing to make the 16-hour plus ferry round trip, you too can enjoy the not €1.50. Probably less than €1, right? Like a pound. A euro is, oh no, more than €1.50. Like €1.70 by the time you convert to a pound. I haven't met Toy Cat. I can't use acquaintance. Darn it. Just parasocial internet cat for you, I'm afraid. Although rude of you to say you only have 2 cats and then exclude your... Anyway, Costco didn't accept my household card for my husband's membership because I'm not the primary holder. It's the whole point of the household card. Wait, Ad and Sony... Okay, do you... I guess you live in the woods. I guess to have 7 children, you have to be wildly wealthy. It didn't strike me till just now, though. Like, ooh, you got the Costco membership? Do you drive there in your Rolls Royce? You know, how's that going for you? Is anyone still on Minecraft 3DS's 4 mode? I think we should do Realm Review for the 3DS edition. That's what that comment has inspired me to do right now. You know, why are we not already doing it, is the important question that we should ask. By the way, look how beautiful this is. Oh, look at it. Look at it, chat. Oh, it's just incredible. Oh, so nice. Okay, let's put the paper instead of the... I need the redstone later. I'll need the planks later. So I won't need the bed later. I'll put the bed down on the ground and I won't pick it up later. And then I'll put down my furnace because that's what I'm trying to go for right now. I'm just going to cook up, like... I'll even cook up kelp, you know, just... Kelp is a more dense block than leaf litter. Seems like some fun. And then we'll go mining under the light of that kelp. So, every couple of months we drive my 2005 Ford Focus hatchback and we make a 2-hour drive to Costco. Oh, you know, sounds like a Rolls Royce to me. Sounds like a... Sounds like someone's got the... Yeah, it is funny because I bet you can mathematically argue it is cheaper to drive 2 hours to Costco depending on your state's petroleum prices. Okay, so we have to do the maths here, chat. It's always on an even number in the middle of a chunk, and the middle of a chunk would be 3004, not 3002, I think. So we'll dig down this way. Maybe. I don't think it should be underneath the... I think it doesn't like to be underneath stone. I'm pretty sure it doesn't want to be underneath stone. So we'll go a little bit... Yeah, you can see we're kind of wrong here. So we'll add 16 or remove 16 from this. Or 8, maybe. Yeah, we'll dig down here. Hope there's no... Oh, God, I can't see anything, chat. So we'll break enough blocks so we can place a torch down here. Okay, so I can get oxygen here, chat. I can get oxygen. No, I can't. No, I can't. Oh, I'm killing myself. Oh, yeah. Big rip. Big rip. No! Okay. It's fine. So now we're just going to go back to those same coordinates. I have no idea. Okay, is it here? It's got to be here. And now we start mining away at the tunnel until we can get oxygen in there. Okay, so can I breathe now? I can't breathe yet. If we go 1 block up, we definitely will be able to. Place the torch here, and now you can see what I'm up to. Okay, so break down, and we're good. Also, hey, does anyone know how they got 4 leads attached to 1 boat while also attached to a happy gas and the snapshot changelog image? Oh, yeah, when you, Harrison, the answer, actually, you know what, Harrison, I hate to do this to you, but if you check out my newest video, it's coming out very shortly. But you watch the video. But if you want the simplest way I could describe it to you while playing Minecraft and looking for buried treasure, you click on one of them, or you put the lead on one of them, and then you shift click, crouch click on the other one. It's the new way that leads work. And for some reason, when you put one lead on a ghast to a boat, it becomes 4 leads. Don't know how it becomes 4 leads. I thought you were making a joke, but you are asking for technical advice, presumably because you're making the thumbnail for that very same video that maybe you have just watched. Maybe not. Okay, so I've lost where I just... Oh, it's scary down here, chat. But I think this is the right place-ish. We're in, like, the right area. But okay. I think we want to be further this way. So down here. I'm not seeing a chest yet, chat. I'm not seeing anything yet, if I'm being honest. This is the hardest buried treasure ever. Okay, I'm gonna go. Is there a website that lets you work out what the middle of a chunk is? I think that's what we need right now. Okay, so what's the middle of the chunk on the other coordinate? It's not 2996. Yeah, I'm gonna divide 2996 by 16. I'm gonna use my calculator in chat. I was gonna use a website that could solve this for me. But calculator, what is 2992 divided by 16? It's 187. So 2992 is... Oh, 3000 is the middle of the chunk. Therefore. And so we just gotta find the middle of the chunk on the other direction. So this is the middle of the chunk. Along this row here, we just gotta start digging down randomly. We don't have to start digging down randomly. So I'll do the same maths now. What is 1274 divided by 3? 1274 divided by 6. Ouch! It's not quite the middle of the chunk. 1276 is. It's slightly too far into the chunk. We're 0.625, so 1272 is the middle of the chunk. So 3000, 1272. That's what the math says, chat. That's what the math says. Let's hope the maths is correct. I believe. Update, I was trying to do it in the wrong edition of the block game. Also, did you tell Harrison to watch the video he himself is currently editing? That's another level of killer checkness. He actually likely... Oh, God, I'm going to die, chat. There's no way. There's no way I can survive that. Okay. So I found where I've got to go. Now I've just got to make it there safely. We could move this away and put this out, I guess. To increase my odds of survivability. How did that pufferfish die? I feel like I didn't kill a pufferfish. But there are 2 dead pufferfish right now, so... So 1272. I'm feeling quite confident is right. Okay, let's do it. 1272. Oh. I'm crouching, chat, but the shield is doing weird things. Oh, if I don't crouch, he's gonna throw it at me and I'm gonna die. Oh, okay. Perfect. So the shield is very messy. Oh, okay, yeah. As you can see. Shield is one of the messy... Man, tridents, drowns, they are a nightmare. They are a menace on this world. And Bedrock healing does not make it any better. Okay, is he going to come any closer? I just want to get my treasure, if I'm being honest. Actually, here's what we do. We get our boat, we go for a journey, and we come back. Then the drowned won't be there anymore. Also, look at this. This looks so silly. The trident probably got those pufferfish. Are you saying it's my fault? I'm not sure I love that you're saying it's my fault. Okie dokie, let's go. Dig a tunnel from your hidey hole so you don't need to go in the water. Oh, yeah, that could be clever. But this is also clever, I hope. Yeah, my cooked cod pile is going to run out soon. Actually, I've probably been here long enough that now I could cook up some more if I wanted to. I need to keep some of this for... Okay, that's a trident, right? I feel like I just heard a trident. So we'll go up on the land. Maybe because I've hurt him, he's going to stay there longer. Hey, we got... It's our new boy. Do you have any maps for me? Really, he should have the maps, right? If anyone is going to have maps, it should be him. You can buy wood, then immediately exchange it with a Fletcher. You get a great deal on that, chat. But instead, I'll look for the furnace. I feel like there's the furnace. I couldn't find it. Take our 16 kelp, and we can technically eat this too if we wanted to. It's a satisfying food to eat. Okay, back into the ocean we will go. Okay, 3,000, 1272. I'm not looking for the drowned if he's not looking for me. 3,000, 1272. I'm relatively certain this is the right block. It's gonna be near this if not. Okay. Oh, such a waste of all that hard-earned hunger. Gonna eat some dried kelp. I'll save enough for a block so I can use the block to make some other stuff. But back this way we go. 3,000, 1272. Oh yeah, I feel like we'd have found it by now, chat. If this was gonna be a chat. Hey, never mind. My negativity is not needed. Not here, not today, not now. So I'll get in the boat to save myself from drowning. Eat in the boat. And there we go. Okay, so we've done 2 maps now fully. I realized we didn't need to do the map. Technically, the title of our stream is not about doing maps. We're just having a fun time, chat. And that's the most important thing. So, tropical fish, don't need them. 2 arrows, 9 dirt, 1 flint. Flint and steel would be nice. Could make some fresh flame roasted food. And now let's go back into the chest because I bet a diamond is good, a heart of the sea is not. I know that's silly. It's usually quite good and worth getting, but not today. And the chainmail boots I should in fact put on. So let's just drop both of these so they come to the surface. And that's a water breathing potion actually. That would be perfect for looking for weapons. But yeah, oh, this is so weird. Look at the way it looks, chat. Oh yeah, just chug me one of these. I'll chug it. You know, why not? Let's have some fun. And then let's pick up the boots. And let's pick up the water breathing potion. So if I do happen to come back to the ocean, now I have something to do here. Okay, let's go look for another village and let's try and find some more maps, chat. It's going well for me. And you'll be pleased to see. Try putting the items into a bundle so you can free up inventory space. That's a good tip, that is. That's, you learned that from watching an IBX Toy Cat video. Okay, so chain leggings or gold leggings for protection? I think chain leggings. They look cooler, and it's a bit more of a flex. So then we'll go to sleep after we've crafting tabled our way into some more cooking. Actually, we don't need to. I just want to show you. Look at this, chat. They fixed the dried kelp block. Ooh, doesn't it look so good now? Yeah, I genuinely think I might spend some time this week just getting dried kelp in my Let's Play world. I think I would enjoy that. I don't know what I'd do with the dried kelp afterwards, but I can let future me. Or maybe I could come up with a great idea. We could do a dried kelp stream. So again, hate spiders. He called chat's name because they were talking about jumping spiders one day. I'm in a really happy place where there are no spiders in my life, you know. It works great for me. The only reason spiders come into my life is because people mention them. If I look at a spider, I just go, no, I don't. It's a great system. It's been working flawlessly for me, and I hope that it will continue to. So cooking up more food is going to get essential soon, but I've got 4 bread, you know, future me problem. So we're going to use this mesa to try and find us a desert, to try and find us a desert village, to try and find us a brand new map. Maybe even a swamp map. Could be kind of fun. I have a jumping spider pet, OMG. Oh, look, Carlisle, he's making up imaginary friends again. No, wait, actually, you don't have a jumping spider and a snail. This is like when we say Adam Sony has 14 kids. Like, it's more like, you know, 8 kids and a hay bale with a smiley face on it. Like, no. Don't believe it. It's a good joke. It's a good bit you're running right here. You know, while we're at it, did you know I'm actually married to the Princess Diana. You would never guess it, but I am. We had the wedding in space. Yeah, look at me. Look at me. I'm doing a great job on this one. So, Kat, you should make a diamond burner on the Let's Play world that autocrafts jukeboxes and uses them to smelt diamond ore, which you use to make more jukeboxes. Yeah, I want to make an art museum, Caleb Gallardi. I've got a problem that I already have an art museum. But yeah, I want to make an art museum quite bad. Oh, wow, this is such an intimidating mesa. Feels like it goes on forever. Need sunglasses. I kind of do. Yeah, also, I'm going to send you a picture of my blue sky so you can take back your sarcasm. Ooh, it sounds like reasons not to use blue sky to me. You know, social media is bad for our health. I have been thinking about this one recently. Like, what is... The simplest way to improve your life is to think about the life you would like to live and start living your life more in that direction, right? It's a silly piece of advice, but like a good one. Like actually spend time considering what is a good life rather than thinking it's not a good life, or if you're thinking if it's a good life, actually, maybe you don't have to. But if you ever think to yourself, like, you know, could life be better? Actually think out what would be a better life that is within achievable means. On like not just a short time scale, but a long time scale. Like the most important part about meeting long-term goals is defining long-term goals. But yeah, I was thinking like, you know what? Genuinely, how much does social media add to my life? Twitter is the one that I'm particularly trying to cut out. Because especially, like, I signed up for Twitter monetization chat. I spent £80 on a year of membership so that I could get paid. Insane, by the way, that you have to pay to get paid. But then I earned something like £70 over the year. It's like, oh, so I earned negative £10 from 60 million Twitter views this year or something. So I just decided, you know, this is not a business model that makes sense. Also, what pixel art map are you going to build next to your Pixel Art UK? It's funny that you asked that, Dan. I think about this a lot. I was thinking particularly about, okay, what do we want to eat? Bread? Bread works. Yeah, I think about building a really tiny version of Europe. I can't build anything North American there because the certain people would, like, notice that it's, you know, there's a lot of, like, rules about showing real-world things that I have to be cautious of. So I can't show anything that the people testing the map would know is a real-world thing. If I put a Taiwanese flag there, I might start a diplomatic incident. Won't be doing that one. And so I feel like a miniature Europe is the funniest statement I can make in the space. Guernsey and Jersey. Also, it's good to see you, Kat. Polly, good. Just didn't know there was a stream. Oh, a lot of people didn't get notifications today. It's good to know that you showed up anyway. Kat, we were talking earlier. Do you go to Costco? We were specifically talking about, is there a Costco in Scotland? And therefore we can assume if someone in Scotland goes to a Costco, unless they're driving across the border. You know, I wonder in the future there'll be a reason to do that. Like right now, chat, the UK is like, for the last 10 years, we've been in the process of like, basically trying to, you know, like devolve more decisions down to the individual countries in the UK. And so right now there's like a big, there's an incentive. You pay different income tax based on where you live, but not based on where you work. So there's an incentive if you work just over the Scottish border to live in England, because you would pay very slightly less. But then you also wouldn't get an awfully benefit. So you could argue on a lower income, actually. There's an argument that if you worked just slightly in the north of England, if you valued pre-prescriptions more than the, you know, the 1% extra tax rate, you could do the reverse. Or if you have children that need to go to university. A lot of this is wild, but I've heard it's happened a few times. Like, people will like live in Scotland for the minimum 3 years just so their children can go to university, then move back. You know, it's fun how many things you can do if you're motivated enough. Anyway, there's a reason you can't get booze past 10 PM here. So if you can go across the border, you can get it in England. Oh, that's fun. I didn't know that. I don't like any rule that says you can't. I hate when we have to infantilize our own populations. I think as I get older, I realize why we do it, but I don't like it. You know, you see enough 30-year-olds acting like children, and you're like, oh, if we don't raise people, then we have to still treat them like children because they are going to act like children. And if they act like children, then we're all children now. You know, let's do deep chat. Let's go into a shallower topic. It's a desert temple. It's my favorite structure. We should slowly remove it and replace it with red sandstone. Most bars in Nevada are open 24 hours a day. Oh, it's the best thing. It is the best thing. I feel like the reason I love living in Nevada is the like, oh yeah, like you are an adult, do what you want. If you want to go be treated like a child, go back to the child states. You know, you can live in I'm gonna pick a state, New Jersey. If you would like to be treated like a child, don't worry, we can do that. But you wanna be treated like an adult? Here's your gambling, driving, whatever. It's fun. I big Toy Cat. There was a Costco 10 minutes from me. I was there this morning. Got a mango slushie and some Lego because adulting is fun sometimes. Wait, you got first. There's Lego at Costco. This is the first I'm learning of that. Okay, so I'm gonna put my paper in there, my sandstone in there, I guess, and I'm gonna grab my. Oh yeah, this is great, chat. I'm killing it for finding more maps. Oh, so many bones. An enchanted golden apple. Okay, this seems insane, but again, this is one of those decisions that doesn't make sense if it's a long-term world. But chat, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna eat it. Oh yeah, look at that. That was cool. Now we can grab some regular golden apples if we want to. I'll grab one string because I really need to make a bundle. I'm in an inventory management crisis right now, and only you can help. Seeing fireworks in the UK supermarket was my version of rifles in Walmart. Oh yeah, Cronan, I recently just, it wasn't even, I don't think it was a supermarket. It's just like a guy on the street that sold some fireworks recently. And it was so fun being like, whoa, these are dangerous. You could mess something up if you did this incorrectly. Unrelated, but I feel like, I don't remember if it was me. It was probably me. I'll just say it was me for the sake of this story. I did do something incorrectly. I put it down on a surface that was too near a ledge, and so it like fell down the ledge just before it activated and went. It was fun. I realized in that moment, like, okay, now we get extra careful with the, you know, like there are some lessons that society learns for you, but it's way more fun to learn lessons for yourself. You learn things so much better when you have a real physical example, and my questionable my questionable use of fireworks taught me that. And now I learn to respect. Now I see fireworks, I'm like, oh yeah, they could mess a person up with that one. I mean, both things involve explosives. Yeah, you know what's crazy is near me multiple times. I don't know what it is about. I think I might have like one of the very few, like, moderately. There's a lot of people with cars around here. I don't know why that is. There's no way you can take a car from where I live in London, besides out of London. I think that's true for everyone who has a car in London, besides like people who live in Kensington or something. Anyway, but so there's a few people with cars here, and so I've seen multiple people. This is insane, and a lot of people would look at this and say, oh, that's why we should ban it. But I look at it and I say it's just a fun feature of life. Is you'll see people driving down the street, they stop for a bit, and then 5 seconds later a firework like launches out of their passenger window. And I'm like, man, you are having too much fun in your life. But yeah, I think if we ban the things they're doing now, they'll still do silly things, right? That's my hot take. Is like, you know, there are a lot of you know, like in ways we are all adult children, and we are gonna do some dumb things, and if we don't do the dumb things, we never become better, stronger humans for it. In the US, some people will put firework stands in tow trailers in the parking lots of Walmart. You know, that's beautiful if you ask me. Absolutely beautiful. So let's now put down our fletching table. I don't think we need to put this down, actually. Now let's put down our cartography table. Let's go get a third map, chat. It's map time. You ready to map all over the place? Gonna map so hard, you don't even believe it, chat. So this is my map man. I've got a lot of sugarcane and a lot of bones. I like using a controller for this, though. So here's what we do. I'm actually gonna check his trades first before I turn this into stuff, but I mean, I've seen videos of people sticking them up their butts, so yeah. Oh, I've seen too many videos of that. You're right. I really think there is a level of insanity that people are gonna find regardless. And really, we should be encouraging the way that is most on your... Like, one of my hot takes is, like, I think we should allow people to ride motorcycles really early. Like, we let people ride bikes and e-bikes or whatever. But, like, you know, all the dumb stuff, yeah, you need to have that, like, oh, God, I am a human being that is made of... I'm a bag made of meat. I think everyone needs to have that feeling, like, early in their life to appreciate... Like, I remember thinking, chat, this was, I didn't really put much thought into it, but I was 4 years old, and a teacher told me not to eat sand, and I just ate a bunch of sand, because it's like, oh, what's gonna happen if I eat the sand? Am I gonna die? I know for a fact I can't die. I was very sure, chat. I was sure at 5 that I could not die. And you know, I was right. Look at me here. What age am I? Am I dead, chat? Am I dead? Can we do a fact check on that? Is anyone willing to check that one for me? No, not dead. Therefore, it's impossible. So yeah, it was me. When I was 14, me and my brother shot bottle rockets at each other. Yeah, it sounds. It's. I think. Sounds like a great time. So if we look, this guy will actually trade for stained glass panes, which is what I needed earlier. So we'll make sure we... let's make a bunch of paper. Just all the paper we can. 2 stacks is actually enough. And then we can do this. Do I have the glass? Chat, I had glass earlier. Where did I put it? Oh, I have all that glass and I don't have it now? Okay, that's fine. We'll make 2 furnaces. Put them down. Thankfully, I'm surrounded by a resource. Okay, I can make a diamond shovel even. You know, I like a good diamond shovel. Could I do any better than a diamond shovel? I don't want to do any better than a diamond shovel. A diamond pickaxe and a diamond shovel and a diamond sword. It's the right way to do this. So, break a bunch of this, put it in there with the dried kelp block. Break a bunch more. And I think I have some coal sitting on me. I don't actually. We'll just find something else to put in with it. If there was a map in the nether, all bets are off. It sounds like something you do just because she told you not to. Yeah, I spent so much of my life just entirely driven by what do people not want me to do. I think that's been effective on YouTube. I think there is a chance that I am more successful than I would have been were I the most ordinary person you'd ever met. There's a reasonable possibility that I found a use for all that deviance from the norm. Okay, so I need to put something in here. I'll just put sticks in there for now, I guess. It works. Okay, so don't worry. I'm going to have some things to trade with you soon. In the meantime, I could buy a Jungle Explorer map. So you've just got to be careful about their level 2 trades, because you might get really badly screwed. Anyway, Toycat prefers Bedrock Edition, so we can grow sugarcane with bone meal. I think they fixed that on Java. I think they made it work correctly on Java. I couldn't imagine them not doing so, that's for sure. Okay, so now I can use my gold hoe. I can pick all these up, and I can have food for the rest of the stream. I think I was doing just great for food before, but I can do even greater now. Yeah, 36 bread. That's just great if you ask me. Although bread is kind of boring, isn't it? Like, who wants bread in their life? It's just, you know, it's just food. We can do much better than just food, if you ask me. So that is 14. That is almost enough to make... well, it's 32. That's great. So, yeah, we can now... Oh, look, it's the knitwear. Oh, so chat, this evening, I spoke to people who had just never really heard of Minecraft. It was the weirdest thing, but they're like, oh, Minecraft is like it's like Lego, I think, is what people say. But I spoke to people this weekend who had never heard of Minecraft, which is crazy, because the mutual friends that I know these people through, they literally met in Minecraft. Chat, I'm going to a wedding for 2 people who met in Minecraft recently, and some people who are also going to the wedding were like, oh, so Minecraft, and like I mentioned, like, I think our mutual friends met in Minecraft. I must be wrong, because surely you would know that. And they were like, oh yeah, we went on, I don't want to dox any further by saying the server, but they met on a Minecraft server. They live in different countries. They moved to be with each other. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, okay, so what are we going to make now? Some emerald blocks? No. We're going to make I guess we don't make anything yet. I'm gonna go kill a cow, actually. I bet they have one in this village somewhere. I think I'm betting wrong. Where else can you get leather? I could kill some rabbits. I could, Yeah, there's no cows, chat. Where's all the cows? That's okay. Is there gonna be bread around here, maybe? Yeah, there's no... I guess I should have killed a cow in another biome. Kept the leather, knowing that this would happen eventually. But I didn't, and now I regret it. So, extra glass. Extra glass. It's enough to make all of the glass. Which is now enough to find the map man. Good news, map man. I am going to set you free, and you can give me a trial explorer map. So this is the best one for me, I think. Because it will allow me to get all of the other maps really easily. So we need to make that bundle so soon if we're going to keep any of these maps. So, chat, where do we find leather? Quickly. Such a sweet story. Yeah, it's very cute. Very, very adorable. But anyway, so I spoke to someone who didn't know Minecraft, and I was like, oh yeah, like, there's the, you know, like, we were talking about villager farms at some point with someone. They're like, oh, what? Can you explain that to me? I was like, oh yeah, like, the community have worked out the best way to get the rare things you want from villagers is the concentration camp design. Like, it's not like something they put in the game. It's like, it's just the way that the user base worked out. And they're like, sorry, did you say concentration camp? I was like, yeah, like you put them in a... I think I might be over-describing it. You put them in a really small space and force them to work for you and until they give you the things that you want. And they're like, this cute game with these cows that I'm looking at? And I'm like, yeah, let me show you. And I showed them a tutorial. And you're like, okay, so you do this and you put them in there and you throw the boat in. And they're like, oh, okay. That's... I guess that is a way that you can play. I thought it was delightful, personally. Okay, so the Trial Explorer is so south and west. That's minus X plus Z. So this way. We'll go to bed before we do it. I'm kind of annoyed I can't make a bundle. I could kill a bunch of rabbits. But even then, it's going to take me a lot of kills. Can you find leather inside of one? Or should we just make a chest? Do I have the wood for a chest? No, we'll have to use a chest that already exists. Okay, so we'll find a chest, chat. I think that's... Otherwise, I'm going to lose too many things that I hold dear. And that is not something I want. Okay, so that's a crafting table. It'd be crazy if there were no chests in this village. But I don't see any obvious sign of one. Maybe this house over here? Feels like a chesty house. There we go. Chesty house indeed. Pick up the bread. Put down the sand. And now we got a chest in our center of our village. So this is where I'm just going to store all the things that would go in a bundle were I able to have a bundle. But I am not able to have a bundle. Okay, so iron ingot, smithing table, flint and steel, TNT. Oh, actually TNT, flint and steel. Let's have some fun today. This goes in there, that goes in there, that goes in there. Our maps for now we'll put in there. So that's 2 maps so far, plus our 3rd we're getting. We're going to go get some emeralds or some iron or some redstone or whatever it is. We're going to come back stronger, harder, faster, better. Put in that. And that's probably everything we need to put in there. So let's get some sleep on. I'm going to make a permanent spawn point just so we don't... Oh, it's not nighttime? Weird. I don't think you can buy leather. I think the villagers buy it. It's weird that you can't. Did you really describe Minecraft to a person with villager breeders? Yeah, it's like it's the one like I was mentioning it's the most efficient way to play the game. It's like it's an example of like emergent behavior where you make a certain set of rules and the combination of those set of rules is something you probably didn't imagine when you made them, but that doesn't make it not true. Like that's what I think is the I think emergent behavior is the thing that video games do well. When you watch a movie, you're watching the same movie as everyone else, and it's probably a really well-made movie. But the reason a good video game hits so much... Oh, sorry. There's gonna be an angry golem somewhere around here now. The reason that a good... Oh, he's not angry at me at all. The reason a good video game hits so much better, so much harder, so much stronger... Also, I must become a villager to buy leather. But yeah, the reason video games work so much better is because you're creating the game yourself. That's my take at least. So, did you get the Temple TNT? I didn't get the Temple TNT because I didn't think I was gonna need it, Cronan. I'm regretting that now though. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with my flint and steel, let me tell you. So, I didn't make a pickaxe earlier. I could see the value in having one now. But it's too late to see value in anything. We are simply going to the trial chamber because we want some redstone, I want to say. And some iron, I guess, too. We'll get a little bit of both. Add it to our map collection. Ooh, there's a mangrove swamp over here. Bet there's some cows in that. Do cows spawn in mangrove swamps? They might. What's your current indie game addiction? Yeah, I've been playing Blueprints, Denmarsh. I don't know if it's a good game yet. I got it as a recommendation from someone. Where like someone gave me you know how like I mentioned how Minecraft was a dumb find, and so I rarely take game recommendations because I just it's rare that it's worth spending a bunch of money on a game. But I do take you know, Games Pass recommendations from time to time. And so someone recommended me the dumbest game. It looked so bad. It's called Vampire Survivors. And I'm like, I'm going to give this 10 minutes. And like, I think that's me being too polite. But I did it anyway. I was like, I'll give it... So I can talk about, you know, like, what it is that I like, dislike, etc. Rather than just saying, it looks stupid, I'm not going to play it. So I started playing it, and I got really into it. And I put, like, probably a dozen hours into it. And so the same person who recommended that is like, look, it's a game, and it looks like this. And Blueprints looks really, really rough, if we're being generous with it. By the way, why are the mangrove swamps so foggy? Is that an actions and stuff thing, or is that a vibrant visuals thing? I could find out by turning off vibrant visuals, but we're not turning off vibrant visuals, chat. No, too muddy. Do you like these noises? Or are you saying it's too muddy for the cow? I'm convinced they make it so golems don't get mad unless you attack them directly now. It does seem that way, Rose Pentacle. You might be correct. You genuinely may be. Oh. So it's watery down there, meaning we don't want to go down there. We'll continue going down here. I don't have a pickaxe, because I put it in a chest. I'm going to need some pickaxe, if I'm going to do anything. You know, I'll use one of these as a tool to get out. And then as a tool to explode some more to get in. Okay, so let's chop down a tree. Oh! That was strange. Just Minecraft physics, though. Okay, let's go. I love the mud block noises. Yeah, it's a unique biome to be in. It is not often that you come into one of these places. I've explored my world for hours and never found a creaking forest. How sad. You know, that is very sad. You are correct. Let's make a gold pickaxe. Let's treat ourselves. So, I'm going to need these torches. Even with the torch, I can see nothing, chat. But that's fine. And we'll do the classic double dig down. We don't need to. We're choosing to. And we'll try to find some compasses or some redstone or, like, something in this place. It's been a while since I've gone into a trial chamber. I can't remember if you can get redstone from them. I feel... Oh, look at this, chat. I am blind. This is... Gotta realize there is... oh, God. Okay, I'll make 2 golden pickaxes this time. Yeah, I love a good golden pickaxe. But this... I'm hoping the biome effect goes away. Oh, yeah, this is brutal. Can't see anything here, chat. I guess realistically I could have just mined some iron and then done a thing. It's interesting tropical fish can spawn in mangrove swamps. You wouldn't expect it, but they do. Yeah, I love the tiny little details, Minecraft. Oh, so that's why I made 2. If this breaks, chat, I think I am boned beyond recognition. But that's okay. I'm in a big cave now. And there's no... Okay. With that said, I hope you haven't... Oh, actually, do we need anything that we had on us? With that said, today I got 3 maps, chat. I think, weirdly, if I'd have just known to look for the chat, I think this is a case where preparation could have saved the day. I think that's something I need to work on for, you know, chat, I'm going to say it out loud so that I'm forced to do it. I think my favorite way to stream socially is just to come right back in, like, from nothing. But the best way to stream in terms of, like, actually getting stuff done in Minecraft is you really need to be prepared and understand exactly what you're running into and how and like all that stuff. And so just knowing the way that that trade works and just knowing my pathway and having that planned out would have helped me greatly. Anyway, that went really fun. I'm gonna see if the Iron Golem will attack me if I attack his villager. So this is a nitwit. You would hope. Oh yeah, it's a fun bug. Thank you very much for watching today, chat. I hope you enjoyed. The whole point was a little showcase of vibrant visuals, but also to see some new maps. I got to see one of the new 2, or one of the new 7, really. I guess we could argue. I'm just gonna keep punching villagers. Make sure they feel the fear. Yeah, let's punch the villager next to the golem. Yep, he does not care anymore. You know what, chat? Thank you very much for watching today. I hope you all enjoyed it. Oh, no, oh. Is he mad at me now? Yeah, he's mad at me. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. It's been a fun stream, chat, and I'll see you on what might be Thursday, might be Friday. And yeah, I think we'll either be placing dried kelp in the Let's Play, or, you know, actually, I'll be doing something else by then. I'll concede my dried kelp desire is exclusively while I am playing on Vibrant Visuals. And the moment I turn it off is the moment I'll realize it's done. So thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Wow, he just walked away, huh? Have a great night. I'm gonna go curl up on the sofa. See, I started low social energy, and I then did higher social energy than I came into it with. I kind of want to keep going and get it all, but I'm like, no, I think I think this is a nice place for me to stop so that I may actually have a video tomorrow.